Hello, 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 hello. Wherever you are located on our sensational planet Earth, I hope you are having a fantastic day, evening, or night, wherever you are located. Today, my topic is about STNG. If you don't know what STNG means, it means Star Trek The Next Generation. I want to talk about one of its premier characters and his behavior on the show. If I'm talking about behavior, you probably guess what I'm talking about. Lieutenant Commander Worf, the Klingon. Now, unlike some of you, since Star Trek is over 20 years old, I've revisited and have begun watching every episode. And I've noticed something in every episode about Commander Worf. He seemed like he is too serious. He never jokes. He never laughs. He never smiles. He never do any of that. But here's the big catch. And I know the answer why, but I'm just gonna go over my synopsis. I know the answer why. I believe I know why he act the way he act. I'm gonna reveal that at the end. But let me continue. But observing Klingons seem to make me laugh because they so upfront. Klingons, if you ever observe them, they are upfront people. If they happy, they happy. They show their happiness. And Worf don't show no happiness. But like again, I understand why he may not. The Klingons, they laugh. Have you ever seen Worf laugh on STNG? He may have, but it's rare. The Klingons smile. Have you ever seen Lieutenant Commander Worf smile? The Klingons seem like they caring. They do seem like they care for their own. They got honor and all that crap. But it seemed like they care. And I discovered something about their honor too. I'm going to get into that a little later. Well, I might as well get into that. With the honor system, it seemed like they will tell a lie. Yes, they will. I watched the Star Trek episode called Birthright. Yesterday I was watching the episode 1 and 2 on birthrights. To protect their honor, a Klingon will lie. The Romulans had prisoners from the kindergarten massacre that, orphaned Worf. The Romulans took some of the Klingons to their planet and shamed them and took away their honor by not letting them die in battle. On that planet, the Klingons and the Romulans, they live in a harmonious relationship. In the Star Trek universe, the Klingons and the Romulans hate one another. The Klingons see the Romulans as sneaky, conniving, unhonorable creatures. The Romulans see the Klingons as loud, boastful, and undisciplined. But they are disciplined. Well, anyway, to get to my point, to protect the elders on the planet, Worf told the younglings who were joining him to go back to, normal space or Klingon Empire. Never let anyone know that the parents are still alive, to protect the family's honor. So the Klingons, they will tell a lie. But I did see a little glimmer of emotion from Worf on that planet when he was around other Klingons. When he was teaching the young Klingon male how to hunt, he did crack a smile. And that gets into why Worf act the way he act. Around other Klingons, he was showing tender, loving emotions. He never laughed. He never sung any Klingon songs, loud and boastful, but he did crack a smile. So, now I told you about the Klingons. They joyful. They laugh. They show emotion. They just don't show tender emotions like sympathy, regret, sympathy, regret, remorsefulness. They don't show those type of emotions, but they show the emotions of joy, laughter, and they are tender to a point. They tender. Now here's my point about Worf. The reason Worf may act different from other Klingons is because, you probably guessed it, he never had the chance to grow up around other Klingons. Worf grew up on Earth. And I know one episode when Alexander was on, Worf's son was on a Star Trek, he said Klingon youths are difficult to handle. They're not as easy to handle as an Earth child. So when Worf was growing up, he probably learned to suppress some of his Klingon ways. On Earth, he probably never learned to hunt. He probably was taught that later on. On Earth, he didn't have many of those Klingon rituals of adulthood. He had those rituals performed on him, for him while he was on an Enterprise. So the reason Lieutenant Commander Worf doesn't smile, doesn't laugh, doesn't show basically any emotions is because he has to be careful around humans. Because I discovered this. When a Klingon laugh, it's a hearty laugh. It's a loud laugh. Now, the only time I did see Worf show some Klingon emotions was way back in one of them early episodes when the Klingon, when three Klingons, they wanted to go back to the old ways of conquest and conquer, and one of the Klingons got shot by the phaser, so he died an honorable death. And all the Klingons, including Worf, made a loud roar or yell around him. That was one time where Worf got to let his, quote, head down and act like a Klingon by yelling that yell like all the others. But other than that, when Worf around other Klingons on a star STNG, especially when he got his honor back, now I can tell when he lost his honor due to hiding, manipulating his father's death, and Klingon High Council, where he took on the dishonorable role. I understood then why he didn't show any emotion or glee or laughter or cheer like other Klingons. Like I said, even when he got his honor back, when Worf is around other Klingons, he's stiff as a board. But that's one thing that Star Trek never did. For the most part, they never let us see Worf interacting with Klingons who was guests on board the Enterprise. That could be it right there. Because every time we do see Worf interacting with the Klingons, is as a Starfleet officer. A Starfleet officer does not go around yelling loud like Klingons do, laughing loud like Klingons do, or smashing each other on the back, or giving each other a high five like Klingons do. Worf never did such things because while around humans, it seemed like Starfleet is basically a human thing. So when Worf is on duty as a Starfleet officer, he has to act more human-like. So in a way, I may not be able to blame Worf for not showing emotion, because in nearly every episode that I've seen so far, other than when that, and there's another time when Worf act like a pure Klingon and he showed Klingon emotions. I forgot the lady's name, but it's Alexander Mothers. Somebody in the comment section, give me the name of that lady who was Worf's mate. When she was killed by another Klingon, Worf, he set down his Starfleet badge and said, I'm not in Starfleet right now. He went over to the Klingon ship and killed the Klingon who killed his mate. But even then, they was fighting, but there ain't much emotion was going on. So, that's my take on why Commander Worf does not seem to act like other Klingons. Primarily, it is because he's on a Federation ship surrounded by humans. Humans seem like they settle and control. They don't laugh. They don't give each other a high five or a job well done. They don't sing songs like most of the Klingons did, even if they're on a captain's ship. I've seen Klingons, even when they was on the bridge, they would still sing songs. But since Worf was humans, you have to act like the humans. So if you like my little synopsis or my take on why Worf act the way he does, give me a thumbs up. If you got any comments on Commander Worf's actions, leave a comment. Until the next time, peace.